said was correct, the other is not particularly correct. I didn't start Ziggy. The Ziggy is a term that came while we were in government, where people deliberately throw lies, so we call this Ziggy. So once they start the lie, wanted to be a Ziggy. But unfortunately, Ziggy started looking like the truth because nobody was actively engaging and saying, no, this is not true. So the people outside believe Ziggy. And that is part of where we sit today. So part of your job, therefore, is to ensure that when the Ziggy comes, you quickly interrogate, investigate, and come out with the truth. One fine day, I think it was there, we just woke up with a story inside that magazine.
Yes.
And the story was that I have been arrested in Korea and a lot of money was seized from me. And they put it inside the magazine. And again, when I now came to London, I was also accosted by Metropolitan Police. And it was in the front page of Insider magazine. This was 2000, I think 2008 or thereabout. 2008, somewhere there. If you Google it, you'll find it. And I was so pissed off. I then said that this time around, we'll get to the root of the matter. But you know what was intriguing there is that the last time I went to Korea, it was Kotra. Kotra is Korea Trade Fair. It was far before I became governor. So I have not been, I think that's why the only time I went to Korea, I went with my wife. This was, I went to Korea, Singapore, China. I have not been governor at that time. I think this was 1987. I think it was 87. That was the only time I've been to Korea. I went to Korea trip, 1987, I remember. And then I said 2007, 2008. 21 years later, Insider then put it that a week earlier, I have gone to Korea, arrested, okay, Etishe, Ilei, Dodele. I then took Insider to court, and then they started running around. We found out that they said they have an office in Oba or thereabouts when they started chasing them. When they got to the office that they are putting on the magazine, the owner of the office says, no, they don't use this office, but the guy is his friend, he just sometimes pass by here. So what the person saw, Instagram magazine was just a magazine in their briefcase. Okay? We fought it to the last, and they now, the editor now started running around looking for people, OGT, it's a mistake, blah, 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 blah. Because they convicted them, they gave them an option of fine to pay 5 million. I said, okay, where's my 5 million? They never time, they let me back. Come on. And people want to get money, you just have to leave the bastard and then they also. But that's what happened to Ziggy. I was a victim of Ziggy. And that's why part of why we are here is to make sure that whenever they bring this Ziggy out, quickly interrogate, ask questions, get to the root of the matter, and we'll take it from there. Another thing is going on now. I'm the chairman of the Senate Committee of Living, and then presidential yacht, and all manner of students. And then decided to keep quiet and looking at them. But last week I said, now I'm going to get to the root of the matter. So I'm summoning everybody on Tuesday, they're going to come and see me. what exactly is the story. And then you people will get the correct story beyond all the half-truths and half-information around. Everything that they are saying is not digging. Thank you very much. Killer part. What the young Ojojumo and that's in Payoko, which is my major. And you people believe. And that time people were saying, look, focus on your job. Now that you people believed. And that is part of the crisis. That so it's very important that we don't take Ziggy as just something we do. Whenever there is Ziggy, let us find out the truth and put the truth back into the domain. I should ask why. Most of the airports in Nigeria were not economically viable. The one in Ibadan, hardly do you have life train there. And the reason is very, very clear. If the road is good from Lagos to Ibadan, 1 hour has gone 2 hours. So why do I want to fly to Ibadan from Lagos? I first go through traffic, book tickets, go to the airport. That's 1 hour. Then I have the chance of the flight being delayed. Maybe another hour. That's 2 hours gone. And I fly to Ibadan. What I don't know is that when the aircraft takes off like this, for it to get to comfort zone, probably about 15-20 minutes. That's when it gets to about 20,000, 30,000 feet. That's when it can fly. As it's getting there, it's ready to descend to Ibadan already. So that's another 40 minutes wasted. So now you land to somewhere, and the location you are going is another 1 hour from the airport. So that airport is therefore not commercially viable. Now that's Akure Airport. In the same way, what are the businesses in Akure that will make people fly to Akure? Not a lot. So except in terms of war, that airport is therefore not feasible. So we wanted to do an airport here. And we decided that we would not use Ogun State money to build that airport. And that airport is not for purpose of political. And I want you to listen to me very well. If it is for air condition, Shagam will go. You will go to that area. Abi? And if it doesn't come to Shagam, it goes to Ogun. Abi? If not, Wale. But what people don't know is that it wasn't political. And how will you know that the project like that is not political? Don't put your money. The people who want to do it, let them go and do it with their money. I don't know what I'm communicating. Yeah. So what we sign up to for the airport is very, very simple. The people who wanted to do it said they will do it. They will operate for 25 years. After 25 years, they believe they will have paid their money and they return it to the state. And if the same one, they can give them another extension. That is the scheme. What was our responsibility? They said to us, from the location of that airport, which was technically decided, because many people do not know, to locate an airport, you can't just wake up one day and start building an airport. An airport is an international location. Because if the airport is feasible, British Airways was ready to come there. Lufthansa was ready to come there. Swiss Air was ready to come there. Qatar Airways, all of them must be ready to come there. So it's an international process. And if it doesn't pass international tests, the airport is not feasible commercially. When we were looking for locations, the people came to do the study, identified only 2 locations in the state. Not 3, 2. The first one was where the airport is. The most valuable location. The second location was somewhere in Obafewode, close, like behind Flower Gate, that area. Those are the 2 locations. Wasili was not there. And they signed on to it. And when we decided, we started what we had to do. We went to the villagers, we acquired land, we paid them compensation, we got the design in place, and we did everything, and we got all the approvals. That's what we call impact assessment approval, we got it. There is IITA approval, we got it. Then there is Nigerian Air Force Authority approval, we got it. It's only when you have all those approvals that you can start doing the construction. So we don't all do that. I'm talking of what we call personal interest. Is your question I'm trying to answer?
Yes, sir.
Yes, because they say interest. Now, if somebody does say that airport is not good for that location, he must tell us why. I don't know whether I'm completely sir. If you say it's not good because I want it to go to my own village, then that is not in the interest of the masses of the people. So you are within your right to say, this interest that you ask me to protect is not why I'm here. I'm protecting the interest of the masses of the people. That's why it should be. And you can only do it by way of the truth. I don't know whether I'm communicating.
Yes,
If I want a personal interest, then I will say, okay, let me use Ogun State money to build the airport. Am I communicating? But all those people who want to bring their money, because I have to and all the mass has to do is create an access road to the 2 main arteries, which will make the airport visible. And what are the access roads? From the location of the airport, give us a road to Shagamu Ijebode Highway. Give us a road to Shagamu Ibadan Highway. Those were their demands. For me as a government, I lose nothing, even if they don't do it, because those roads are roads I should do anyway. So doing that road is my responsibility and my job. And we are doing it. So once you do it and you acquire the land, you give us the land, we build the airport. Acquiring the land is not the problem for me because the government has rights over land. Correct? And what do I do by acquiring land? I pay compensation to the villagers. I've not hurt them in any way. I've not destroyed their interest. Their land has been paid for. They have a chance of a big project coming to the area to also develop the area. Win-win situation. So with personal interest, will anybody come and tell me that will override those things that I've said? When you are in government, whenever you want to take a decision, and that's what I did, ask yourself one simple question. You don't have to, nobody takes blame in governance. No. In this country, you just ask yourself one question. This decision, is it based on personal interest or interest of the overall group? One put garbage in. So what we had and many didn't have was that we came out to do good, to help the people. Why some other people came out for what they can get? Those are the people who will tell you lies and give you propaganda instead of doing facts and figures. So what we want to be doing, and what I want to be remembered for is that when I have this kind of 11 years I was handled by EFCC, but I didn't lose my sleep. I did not lose my sleep. I did not lose weight. So I knew that they were just, one of them were wasting time. Because they came to help this thing. Look at my finance commissioner, DG budget for 4 years, finance commissioner for 8 years. The one of the lower finance commissioner of Ogun State. Please stand up for the commissioner. Class. I can tell you he has no money. I knew this when he lost. He was bereaved. And I went to see him in his house. I said, Kenny, it's so great. Those are the people we should be celebrating. Not the people who have stolen our money and they are planting our money anyhow. And you ask them what have they done in their life? Nothing other than public service. And those are the people you are celebrating when you write. Those are the people you should be asking questions. Where did you get your money? I finished my youth school in 1979-80. I was lecturing at Lagos State Polytechnic, then Lagos State College of Science and Tech. And I went to metal construction in Papa. I came to Australia, I started with Lorraine. And then I've done all of that. God was nice to me. I made some money before I joined politics. So I can account for my resources. But how do you want to account for something about? I've never done anything in this life except public service. That the model here, but I'm going to know. Are you people asking questions? So you are part of the problem of Nigeria. And when you complain that things are not going on well, you have the capacity, but you are not doing the capacity well. You have the right to ask questions. Logical questions, logical reasoning. And then you see that every question of you do Macadolo. You don't know what am I complicating? I want to thank you once again for this opportunity. I'm still here. I had some programs that I said, no, this is more important for me. I'm going to come here and interact with you. But we are going to be able to enjoy this session if you ask questions. If all we're just doing is that we come and deliver paper, talk, you plan to go, you are not asking questions, you are not going to get anything. It's from those questions that answers will come out. And I've authorized you today. When we were doing the quiz competition in those days, my quiz master, late Mr. Jackie, was teaching us physics and particulars. He would say, in quiz competition, there is no syllabus. When you are going for a quiz competition, the way they can ask you questions in the space, on the surface of the earth, and even beneath. Any question is relevant in quiz competition. And so, in this thing that we're doing, all questions are relevant. Ask and you shall get them. Thank you very much. The media is so powerful that they are controlling the mind of the people. And that war, even though there is bombing going on, is going to be fought and won by the media. Ask me how. At the beginning of this war, President Macron of France went to Israel and gave unconditional support to Israel. That was a few weeks ago. But 3 days ago, Macron appears to be making a U-turn and now pleading that Israel should stop this bombing, they should cease fire, and so on and so forth. Do you know the implication of that decision on the war? Because once France takes a position, Britain will start considering their own position. America will start taking it. That may be the new direction of the war. I don't know that I'm communicating. What I'm trying to say to you therefore is that information management and information dissemination is a new factor that is winning the war. And that is where the problem. I don't know whether I'm communicating. Now, as people who are in the media, you need to be very careful. So that the generation of bomb will not cause you. You may think that you are doing this thing because no. You have a conscience. And let me say this to you. In all my political career, I have never told media people to go and tell lies. When other people are telling lies and calling it propaganda, I tell media people, these are the facts. Go and say the facts. And you know why? Because I usually say that for each and every lie you tell, you need 10 different lies to sustain it. But the truth they say is constant. So we are not bringing you here to give you wrong information. We are not bringing you here to turn you to propagandists. No. We think there's a lot of misinformation out there and you need to be informed. The Bible says, "You shall know the truth." For you to be free, you need to know the truth. And once you know the truth, anywhere you stand by the truth. And once you are standing solidly by the truth, you cannot be moved. You can be moved temporarily. But in the final analysis, people will say, "Oh." So let's take this back to the case study of Ogun State. So, once upon a time, despite all the good things that we did in this state, the propagandists took over, and you people believe. When I say people, not all of you, many or some people believe. And the reason they believe, sometimes it's not based on their thinking, it's just based on a few coins here and there. So what am I saying to you? These coins will come from everywhere. What do you will bring coins? Other people will bring coins. But as you are getting the coins, sit down. Persuade yourself that whatever you want to say or write is the truth. Then you are free. I don't know what I'm communicating. One of my brothers here was wrongfully arrested a few weeks ago. Femi Davis. And everybody was worried that and I refused to be worried. Because I know that whatever he did was based on facts and figures. And at the end of the day, they had to judge us to the reason. Now, he told me that we were treating like VIP there. Is that correct? Off record. Because somebody knows that he was not, he has not done anything wrong. So the strength you have, and I'm saying this to you, whatever you write, before you write, pursue yourself to the correct way. Once you are persuaded the correct right, but if you are not sure, you can't write. The only thing that can help our country is if those of us who are called the four persons of the day appreciate your responsibility and ensure that at all times you don't allow people to bamboozle you with wrong facts and you need to misbehave. Some say, yes, there will be limits. Am I communicating? So,
yes,
why you are here is that a lot of people have done nicely, I see some people who are writing and I'm very happy. But you need to have facts. I need to ask questions. There is nobody who will live there without asking questions. If you don't ask, I will ask you. And the only promise I want to tell you is that anything you say, you hear from my mouth, don't take it as They said now number 3 in terms of IGR. Number 3 in terms of IGR. Correct? During our time, we were maybe number 30 something. But that number 3 did not happen yesterday. It happened because of what we needed. Absolutely. And people don't understand it because they are not asking questions. I'll give you a typical example. Next two. When next wanted to take their party to Cote d'Ivoire, and the chairman of next at that time, Chief of Ogun State region, and coach apparently that next week is the biggest manufacturing of processes in the world. And they want to do a big factory and don't want to stay in Nigeria to go to Cote d'Ivoire. I'm governor here, I don't know. Say it's not getting suitable now. Okay. Anywhere you say where you find land that you want, go and take it. After the game, they selected the place, the game, they say, it's too high. How much do you want to pay? Take the land. Oh, you want a tax holiday for 5 years. Okay. Take tax holiday for 5 years. So for 5 years, don't pay tax. So we get that tax holiday. So they were happy to come without vacation. Listen to this thing very well. For people who are short-sighted, we gave them cheap card. They said they should not pay tax for 5 years. What do you do? So they now started building their gigantic factory there. And now they finished building the factory. Nearly 5 years was gone. So, for what we said, we have to start building. Now, the building that they did can no longer be carried away. Now, they are then, international business is the biggest building in Africa today. We now hear that next week is next week go there. There will be something in that place. We also want to go there. So, international business. At that time, when we now said that everybody wanted to pay, we now started bringing the price of the land up. And all the other factories. Nigeria will say, for financial bills to go there about something that also was coming. Money was said we are coming. The people who are doing sanitary wear, they say they are coming. But when they say we are coming. Before you know it, yes, one people. That is how we have turned that zone to the best development of industrial processes. All those people are now paying, and that is how the idea of the say has gone up. And the other way, you take the idea of they work overnight. Not some people
in the background, lay the foundation.
That is how today many people did not believe that what I'm going to tell you. It was one of these agents when I wanted to build a facility where you stay. I was looking for that. So one agent I approached and said that somebody wants to sell this land. I said, okay, I'm ready to buy. So they gave me the price. So they told me, that's the guy, you don't know what you have done. So what have I done? He said, this Shagamu dairy is the most expensive dairy in the state. What's the told you? And so, before you know what was happening, house and rent and make your money back. That is how we develop Ogun State. And we have plans to replicate all of this. Then what happened? Why were we slowed down this information? Some of you got misinformed. We started dancing palongo. We go forward, we go backward, we get confused. And then another set of situations develop and the state was slowed down. At my age, I finished. If I want to build any house, I present, is it crazy? So I don't need more houses. I don't need more buildings. The agbada I have in my house, if I want one per day, I will not finish it in 3 to 5 days. So by that time, I can go and start over again. The agbadas in my house. If I begin to wear one per day, 3 to 5 days is a year. Yes. I will not finish it in 365 days. So by the time I go back to this one again, it will be as if it's new. So for me, there is nothing else other than how can we help you. Am I communicating? Yes, sir. So when you are here, it's not because you want to do something for ODD, it's because you need to do something for yourself. Because most people are what is going on are not happy. And this is not the state that we are saying, this is not the state we want to build. Am I communicating? Yes, sir. Therefore, what happened a few years ago where a lot of people missed their steps and slowed down our state, we have yet another opportunity. And don't also make any mistake. The road that you are playing today, indirectly is going to prepare you for bigger roads tomorrow. The whole essence of what we are trying to do actually is to build a new crop of people who will take part in the politics based on knowledge and information. I'm worried about the caliber of people who are playing politics in the state today, and in general. People that you cannot account for their youth. I want you to ask me a question. As you are aware, I was born in 1956. And this is 2023. Anybody, please take one year and say, in this year, okay, where were you? Between the time I was born in 1956 and 2023, ask me, say, OGD, where were you in year so? What is that?
Yes. Excellency, sir. I want to know, where were you in 1990? I was like 10 years old.
1990, I was finishing up as deputy managing director. I became deputy managing director in 1988. And by 1990, I was about leaving shoulder to come and start Mr. Lauren. Next question. Yes.
Yes, sir. When were you struggling for 1993 presidential election?
1993, that was the year of Ogun 93, when M. Gabella wanted to be president. I was already managing director of Mr. Lloyd Limited, and my office had been at Maryland. I hadn't built the complex at that time. I was operating at 27 Abba Johnson Crescent in Kenya. That's where I started Mr. Lloyd. Mr. Lloyd was there about 3 years ago, so that's where I was. But let me tell you that at that time, I began to make some little impacts. And so, during that period too, I was supporting quietly the devil with the little resources I was making from the company. Because I thought of fighting a just battle. Next question. A few. Okay. So you must have a vivid recognition of Ogun State 20-something years ago. Nobody came here. We all live in Lagos, Ibadan, Abuja. And we always come to say when we want to or something like that. Nobody came here. And then we felt that there is something we can do in Ogun State. We all cannot just be Alagbaibo or Ibadan. We did what we had to do, and from what we have been told, and others have witnessed, we were able to take over governorship of Ogun State in 2003 against all odds. You want to know our secret at that time? I want me to tell you. We dared to be different. We decided it's not just about this is the way we've been doing it. Most initiatives in our country have not grown because of this is the way we've been doing it. So Ogun State at that time is like, bí a ṣe ń ṣe lélẹ́yìí, kẹ́nikẹ́ni máa wà sọ fún wa wípé òun pọ̀ ṣe wá lọ. And what did we do differently? We spoke to ourselves, we sensitized ourselves, we educated ourselves, we emboldened ourselves, we convinced ourselves that it is possible to do it. But let me tell you what is more important, which most people did not recognize. You are doing it for altruistic reasons. We didn't do it because we are looking for money. We are doing it because we wanted to make a positive change in the society. We are very honest about our intentions. And for us, it was not do or die. We thought and we found out that the state had great potential that were not tapped because people are not thinking out of the box. We looked at Ogun State and we felt Ogun State can be greater than Lagos. We felt what did Lagos have that Ogun State does not have? Not many. They have water. The advantage of the Atlantic Ocean. That's why they have ports. Take Canada port. And Papa port. It's because they have water. And we have also water in Ogun State. So why is it that we have port congestion and we cannot build new ports in Ogun State? Take advantage. They have the airport. You can build our own airport here and take away the traffic in Lagos and direct everything to Lagos. They don't have land. We have land. So industries were fed up and frustrated in Lagos. We said we can build industries. I want to listen to that relatively. That we can build port is what led to the dream of Otunba. That we can do our own airport is what has led to the airport that is not happening. That we have land is what has led to the flagging estates, flagging the most developing industrial estates in Nigeria today. I will continue to remind you that that Chagamu interchange used to be robbers there at that time. Now all the big industries are now there. Let me tell you, at that time, you cannot build a house in Chagamu and get a tenant. No. Because the tenant has no work. Because there's only one factory in Chagamu, one pole. And the whole life of Chagamu traditional youth depends on one pole. And I'm happy a little bit is here. Jami, are you there? He will tell you that the only life for Chagamu people is one pole at that time. Yes or no? Yes, sir. But today, all the industries are here. It is the power of visioning. The power to think through the box. And I'm very happy to today, whatever anybody has said, we have opened up the state. People do not need now to go to Lagos. Everything that we want to Lagos is here, correct? It is because we had capacity to take. Now, We are yet at another crossroad. We have to put up our thinking caps. What are the challenges that we had while we were in government? Do you want to know? Them say. Chinese whispers. Information, drive of information, correct information. So let me tell you today, and that's why we are here. Wrong information can destroy the world. What did I say? Say that wrong information can destroy the world. Let's look at what is happening in the Middle East today. Hamas started it, correct? They massacred people who are going for their party and picnic and all of that. Correct? Israelis. Now, the Israelis have gotten annoyed. They are pounding Gaza. Now, in the course of pounding Gaza, young women are being killed. Young ladies are being killed. Young babies are being killed. People are saying that according to the Convention of War, people must avoid women and young children and hospitals and so on and so forth. So they are saying Israelis, what you are doing amounts to a war crime. That's the allegation, correct? The Israelis are saying all is fair in war. That the people that are looking for are Hamas and they are hiding in hospitals. So if the hospital allow Hamas to hide there, after Hamas have killed their people, they are going to hit the hospital and they are hitting the hospital. Who is wrong and who is right? Who wants to answer the question? Who is wrong and who is right? Who wants to answer the question? Who wants to provide the explanation? Nobody. I thought you were the news stars. Nobody is going on. Okay, that lady looking at me. Give her the mic. Sure. You have a second mic? Yes. Give the lady the mic. Who is right? Who is wrong between what is happening now in the Middle East? Yes, it's you. The lady wants. No, you don't have the right to refuse. It's not about the whole we're teaching. You have to be bold in what to stand for. No idea. No comment. Yoruba. Who is bold? Okay, it's there.
The Israelis are still wrong.
Thank you, Excellency. Well, I've been following the story, and it's quite very dicey. As a perception management expert, I've seen that the social media has played a major role in trying to throw a lot of posters to the world. For instance, the Hamas, they have very sophisticated media that tend to present to the world that Israel were actually the ones that caused what the Hamas people did. While the Israelites are also, so there's a lot of war, apart from the war that's going on around, there's a lot of war going on in the media. Now, I want to say another thing, sir. There was an hospital that was bombed, and the Hamas people and Hezbollah used it as a major propaganda against Israel. And the whole world believed it until Israel had to provide the satellite information to prove that that bomb was actually detonated from under the hospital, which was not in any way correlated with whatever missile that Israel